Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So for today's video, I am going to be doing another did they stay or did they go video. And these types of videos are videos where I update you guys on previous hauls that I have done on my channel. And I just give you guys an update on whether the perfumes are still in my collection, if I gave them away, if I decluttered them. So it is just pretty much like my final thoughts on fragrances that I hauled, because I know that there are some people who get bothered when a YouTuber changes their mind on a fragrance, but I think that we all can agree that our noses can change, and we might think that something smells pleasant when you smell it on your arm or when you first try it, and then when you fully wear the perfume, it turns out that it either gives you a headache or it's too strong for you or it completely changes with your body chemistry. So there's many different scenarios, and this is why I love to give these updates so that you guys can see if I am still obsessed with a fragrance or what is going on with it. So before I get started with today's video, if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Amy. I do videos on beauty, fragrance, self-care, and body care. If you like that type of content, then please consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notification bell so that you're notified whenever I upload a new video. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for being here, and I appreciate all of the love and the support. With that said, let's go ahead and let's get started with today's video. Alright guys, so for today's did they stay or did they go, I got rid of a lot of fragrances in this haul. So I am going to be including the haul here in the screen so that you guys can know which haul I am going to be talking about. I'm also going to be linking the video so that you can watch the video if you want before you watch the update video. So in this particular video, it was more of an affordable perfume haul type of video. All of the fragrances were very affordable, and I'm going to be updating you guys on the ones that I kept. So I'm actually going to go in order with the ones that are listed on the video. So the first one I don't have in my collection anymore, and this is Lalique Amethyst. And I went back and forth with this fragrance so much. It was a love one day and then a hate another day. I even recommended it for, I believe it was my summer like date night fragrances, and I still think that it's very sexy for that purpose. To me, this fragrance smells like a sangria. It smells boozy. It's very berry, very strong on the berries. So the main accords for Lalique Amethyst are fruity, sweet, woody, floral, and rose. The notes are blackcurrant, blackberry, blueberry, mulberry, big strawberry, and then the middle notes you have pepper, peony, rose, ylang ylang, and then the base notes are musk, woody notes, and bourbon vanilla. I feel like I don't pick up much of the peony in here. The florals, I don't pick up too much of the vanilla. The main thing that I get with this fragrance is straight up syrupy berries. And when I would wear it, it would just turn way too deep on me. And if it had a little bit more sweetness, maybe it would have worked out for me. I know that I had a lot of subscribers telling me that I had to let it sit for a while, and that did help with the intensity of the fragrance, but I feel like I just needed a little bit more sweetness in my life. That one's a little bit too, just think like boozy, kind of like how C has that wine type of accord to it. I feel like Lalique Amethyst is very similar to that. If you like very deep berry, thick syrupy fragrances that lean more towards the boozy type, then you would really enjoy that fragrance. But if you like a little bit more sweetness in your fragrances, then that one's just not gonna be for you. So yeah, that is Lalique Amethyst. Moving along, we have Rihanna Nude, and here is the bottle for this one. I actually have, it's about down here, But this one I love, and this one is still in my collection. I haven't worn her in months because this one, I think of this one as more of like a spring summer type of fragrance. Even though you can wear it year round, it's beautiful, but it has guava in here, and you guys know I love guava, so it just gives me a more like tropical vibe, along with a ton of orange blossom. Yeah, this is so heavy on the orange blossom, but it is gorgeous. I think that it is beautiful. It's strong. I barely even pick up the guava today. That's crazy. The first thing that jumped at me is the orange blossom. The main accords for this fragrance are fruity, white floral, sweet, powdery, floral, citrus, woody, tropical, fresh, and musky. And the notes are, the top notes are guava, pear, and mandarin orange. Middle notes are gardenia, orange blossom, and jasmine sunback. The base notes are vanilla orchid, sandalwood, and musk. So my nose today just wants to pick up the orange blossom, but this has a beautiful, beautiful guava opening, and it's one of the very few fragrances that I have with guava because I don't find that note in too many fragrances, but I absolutely love guava note. But this is just a very sweet orange blossom fragrance, and it's also musky, not too much though, and fruity. So this is just orange blossom with lots of fruits. It's a very tropical, really, really nice fragrance. It's an easy grab fragrance that can pretty much work for any occasion. You can wear it every day. You can wear it to go out. You can wear it at nighttime, to bed. Yeah, it's just a very versatile fragrance. It's sweet, it's fruity. It's just really, really nice, flirty fragrance. And for the price, this is just beautiful. Up next, we have Nina Ricci's Rose Extase. This one is still in my collection. I think that this is a beautiful, beautiful take on a rose fragrance. It's very affordable. And even though this is a rose fragrance, I feel like the raspberry in here is beautiful. It jumps out at you. Along with that rose, this is just such a gorgeous fragrance. It's very girly, very put together, I just see it as like a classy, very put together woman. The main accords for this fragrance are fruity, rose, sweet, vanilla, musky, powdery, amber, and floral. And the top notes are red berries, middle notes are rose and raspberry, and the base notes are vanilla, musk, and amberwood. This fragrance is gorgeous. I would say the longevity on this one is like a moderate longevity from what I remember, because this is another one that I haven't worn in a few months. But those red berries with the raspberry and the rose are just gorgeous. It's a little bit syrupy, but I wouldn't say that it's too, it's like a jammy rose, but it's not super jammy because the raspberry helps to make it a little bit fresh at the same time and a little bit more youthful. It's not too vintage. It's gorgeous. Now this one, I wouldn't really wear it in super hot weather. I think I would stick to this one more in the winter, maybe springtime. It would be really, really beautiful. Girly, and it is a tiny bit heady, so it's a little bit, there's something in here that's a tiny bit sharp, but not too much. It has never really bothered me or gave me a headache, but it is a pretty strong fragrance. But it's beautifully done, and I'm not the biggest rose person, but this type of rose I can vibe with. I think that it's really, really pretty rose, and I totally recommend this fragrance. Okay guys, this next fragrance, I don't have it in my collection anymore, and I don't think that I have the notes that I took on it either. Oh yes, I do. Okay, so this next fragrance is Hanae Mori. Hanae Mori. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but it is the bottle that has like the little butterfly design on it. And I believe I had the EDP version of this fragrance. I got rid of this fragrance because even though I loved it when I first hauled it, when I wore this fragrance, it was just a totally different experience, and I couldn't do this fragrance. I think it even gave me a really bad headache, but I'm just gonna start off by reading the notes. The main accords are fruity, woody, sweet, and yellow floral. It has the top notes, it has strawberry, blackberry, blueberry, blackcurrant. Middle notes are ylang ylang, jasmine, rose, and peony. And the base notes are sandalwood, almond tree, Brazilian rosewood, and Virginia cedar. I hope that I'm reading the right ones because Fragrantica has like the notes kind of mixed up. But here are the notes that I have for this perfume because I got rid of this one months ago. So this perfume opens up very strong for me. I put that I don't really get too many berries in the opening. I get a very strong floral that almost makes me sick. I'm reading exactly what I wrote. It's strong and sharp and almost headache inducing. So as it starts to dry down, the sweetness starts coming through. I start to smell berries and the strawberry stands out. Then when fully dried down, it becomes a very sweet, creamy vanilla to me, even though there is no vanilla listed. There's no vanilla? Oh, there's not. Okay. So then it says, I think the dry down is nicer than the opening, and the dry down isn't sharp at all. But because of the opening, I might have to skip on this fragrance. It did last a nice amount of time on my skin, and I kept smelling it in the car after about 3-4 hours. There is also a muskiness, almost peppery note in the dry down as well. Sticky sweet, almost too sweet for me, which is hard because I love sweet scents. So pretty much the opening was too strong for me. I couldn't handle the opening, and then it does dry down to like a basic vanilla scent, and I think that's why I got rid of it, because it didn't really stand out to me enough for me to keep it in my collection. So that is Hanae Mori. Up next, I hauled Jessica Simpson Fancy Girl, and this one I believe was this one. Okay, I remember this one. So this one I really liked. I love the notes that are listed in this fragrance, but something in this fragrance also gave me a headache. It was just very sharp. That type of, I believe it was maybe a white floral that was in here. Yeah, it had to be the freesia, because everything else in this fragrance sounds beautiful. So the main accords for this one are sweet, fruity, floral, powdery, vanilla, fresh, and musky. And if I recall correctly, I remember that in the haul, I was kind of like letting you guys know, okay, this is a little bit heady for me. It might give me a headache, and then it kind of calmed down. I believe I was kind of indecisive with it, but it ended up being a no because it just got way too sharp on my skin. So the top notes are nectarine, raspberry, and pear, which are gorgeous opening notes. And then the middle notes are freesia, orchid, and cyclamen. And then the base notes are vanilla, musk, amber, and sandalwood. So I really like the notes, and I like where they were going with the fragrance. But then again, that one note that threw it off for me, it has to be a floral, because usually florals is what gives me headaches. And if I'm gonna get a headache with a fragrance, I'm not gonna look at it the same after that. I'm gonna kind of have like a little bit of beef with it, because the headaches that I get with fragrances are pretty strong, and nobody wants to go through that. So as soon as I get a headache like that, it's just a no for me. So it doesn't necessarily mean that I didn't like the scent, because the scent was really nice. It was very feminine, very girly, a little bit of that fruitiness in there. It was very nice fragrance. But just the fact that I got a headache from it made it a no for me. So that is Jessica Simpson Fancy Girl. Yeah, and that was it for this haul. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below if you guys like any of these fragrances for my new subbies that maybe didn't get to see the first haul. Let me know if you own some of these fragrances. How do you feel about them? Do you love them? Do you hate them? I love to talk to you guys in the comment section. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And I will see you guys in my next video.
Christmas.